Okay, welcome back to Sack to the Future. This is week 15. I know it's been slowing down lately. Real world stuff, of course, just keeping us all busy. But I am the last game to play here in week 15. It's the Bears against the Lions. The Bears trying to remain undefeated. Playing the one team that can still actually catch them in the division, which is the Lions, at 10-3. Now, if you were following along earlier, or if you haven't and you want to go watch it on the channel here, the last time the Bears played the Lions was the one game that they should have lost this season. It actually was a very competitive game, and I feel like I actually deserved to lose that game, but they pulled out a win. Here's an update on the playoff picture. A win could clinch the home field advantage for the Bears.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers
The Bears will kick off to the Lions.
They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line.
So it's only fitting that if the Bears want to clinch home field, they're going to have to do it against their best competition so far this year. Now, unlike every other team, user-controlled team in our league, these Bears are the only ones that have not had to play a human opponent. So they're 13-0, but that's 13-0 against computer teams, and again, the toughest one was these Detroit Lions.
Your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
There's a nice play by the defense.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
And there's a big sack. Fortunato. And a good start to the Bears defense here. 2 plays, -7 yards. And there's another sack. So, 3 and out for the Lions. And there's a kick celebration. So that is a great start, but again, last time they played, it was very defensive. The Bears didn't score in the first half. So the reason the game was so tough is because of the Lions' defense, not so much their offense. Oh. Ooh. Not much of a return there. Out comes Ed Brown. A little bit over 62%, 2,001 yard, 15 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. That is the weakness this year so far of the Bears, is the passing game.
Break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Hand off to Caceres. Gets a couple yards. 2nd and 8. There's your offensive line for Chicago Bears. Hall of Famer Stan Jones on that line. Rick Caceres is marching up the leaderboard in rushing yards. He's got to be top 5 at this point.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Oh, and that quick Lions defense, able to jump on him before he can hit the hole. Nothing there. Here is that Lion defense. Look at the names. Alex Karras, Bill Glass, Joe Schmidt, of course. Loaded defense. Even in the backfield, you have guys like Night Train Lane and Dick LeBeau. Yeah, Larry.
Only 7 takeaways in his last 4 seasons. He wants to live up to his nickname, which is Big Play Slay.
It's awesome when there's 4 people on the screen and you name a Hall of Famer a third. That is the question, Vinny. If the Bears are going to stay on the... Whoa, I thought that was supposed to be play action. I guess I actually handed it off. All right. So the Bears 3 and out as well. Again, this was the closest game. Well, actually, the semi-pro Saints took the Bears to overtime. But these Lions actually took us to overtime, and I thought they were going to win the game, if not for a crazy punt, which is still the craziest play of the Bears season. They have this game here against the Lions, and then next week is against Brian Feltz and the Cleveland Browns, their first and only regular season matchup with a human-controlled team. The last game of the year will be the Minnesota Vikings, who are a semi-pro team at this point, so if they can get past the Lions and the Browns next week, they have a great chance of finishing undefeated in the regular season. Oh, not sure what my guy was doing, but the rest of the defense stops him before it's too bad. And there's the 3rd sack of the game by the Bears. That was more of a coverage sack. Earl Morrall is not making the quick decisions here today.
Especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
And if we have an indecisive quarterback, that's fine with me as the controller of the Bears. And then Morrall throws it far out of bounds. That's his first pass he's actually thrown after 3 sacks, but that was nowhere near being caught. So the Lions still trying to find their way on offense. Both teams. It's very similar to the first game. I think the first game was maybe 7-0 or 10-0 at the half. This game 0-0 here in the first.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32.
Oh, there's some moves. Nice little return there. 11 yards only, but it was one of the better ones the Bears have had in a while. There's a look at the wild card picture again. The Lions, if they win, they clinch the wild card and stay alive in the division. If they lose, it opens the door for both the Packers and the Eagles. I call the pass play again. Let's hope that it doesn't turn into a run. Oh, it's incomplete. Night Train Lane. His quickness must have got in there and caused him to drop the ball. The Lions defense is loaded. Good players on the line. Great linebacker. One great corner, another very good corner. Hall of Fame safety. Oh, but there, the Bears block this one up. Caceres breaks a tackle. There you go. 4 carries, 28 yards now in the game.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. You're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season.
Caceres again with the one elbow pad on his left arm. Not sure if he had a college injury or something where he needs to protect that arm more than the other, but it's working for him. See, last week 224 yards. Not quite against the Detroit Lions defense though, so we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll look to throw.
And there is the touchdown pass from Brown. Uh-oh.
Victor Cruz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first, an ideal drive.
All right, Bears take the lead.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
And so they did score quicker this time.
In the early part of the game, other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode.
Now we got to see if we keep it up on defense.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
2:11 left in the first. Lions to receive the kick from the goal line. He brings it out across the 20. Tackled at the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
There's Earl Morrill. 3 times he was unable to get rid of the ball.
Question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it's struggle.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground.
Not sure exactly what's going on with my lights at the house, but hopefully we won't lose power or anything in the middle of the game.
See if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
When do you think you'll be here? Okay. Wait a couple.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll kill
No.
here out of the gun.
I'm not
Will go down. The Bears get there for the sack. CHI Wilson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On play action, they'll throw.
Ooh, not good. Sorry about that. I had a call. First the lights started flickering on and off, and then the phone rang.
Nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it.
At least I didn't give up a touchdown while I was distracted.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go.
There's a nice play by Atkins. Gets off the block and makes the tackle.
Right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Second down following the run.
All right. Second and 8. Have a nice play by the defensive line of the Bears. 5 carries, 3 yards so far.
The 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got a detailed perfect where he always gives us the right step.
Complete right at the line. Is it a first? No, they're going to say he's inches short. Bears get the call on that one.
Because he's disrupting everything. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make.
Here's the punt, looking for the corner. Not a very good punt out at the 23.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
Caceres taken down, nothing there this time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
There's the pitch to the outside. And a few yards. Night Train Lane in on the tackle. He knows how to tackle for a corner, doesn't he? I mean, he had help on that one, but
5 yards there, and remember Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will.
there you see down below the Colts took care of the Broncos. Caceres, I'm not sure if he got that one. They got the call on the last one, but not this one. So the refs favoring the defense on these calls.
Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's see if the Lions will try to field the punt with their butt again. Nah. There's some great games at the bottom. Minnesota, Cincinnati combined 4 wins. Of course, we are playing with the 1960 teams here. Sack to the future, but we're forced to play the Madden schedule. So you'll see the Saints down below. The Saints actually aren't too bad at 5-8, but the Cincinnati, Miami, Seattle, a bunch of teams were not around in 1960. So we gave them terrible ratings to try to reflect the fact that they're basically semi-pro teams at this point. Now, with that said, the entire NFC South is made of these teams. So one of the semi-pro teams you will see in the playoffs. The Lions just cannot get a running game started. Earl Merle's going to have to win this one if the Lions are going to do anything. Hopefully he doesn't. It was a gang tackle. But Merle now, after a terrible start, has completed 4 in a row. Better settle him down before he thinks he can do something. Oh, what? It wasn't just dropped. He threw the ball back 20 yards.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap.
And the Lions will punt again. Last time he only got it to the 23-yard line. This is a better one. No, it's not. Not at the 24, so he's having a hard time punting the ball.
it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be
Play action.
number 2 seed.
And complete underneath. Brown now 2 of 3, 27 yards.
Sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure.
Oh, Caceres breaks a couple tackles, but almost couldn't believe it, especially since one of those tackles was Joe Schmidt, so he looked around and realized he was still up, but it was too late.
Give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
2nd and 10 now. And that's incomplete. Bo knocks it away. Thought he had it, but he just couldn't bring it in.
Contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right.
Offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that ball is knocked away by Night Train Lane. The Lions are having all kinds of problems running. The Bears are having problems throwing.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken to about the 14.
Going to have to continue to play defense in this one, I'm afraid.
And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able
6 rushes, 2 yards.
to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get
Okay, they come out in the shotgun here.
when things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second.
Underneath to their back, he gets a couple.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for
See the LA Chargers in.
being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially
Dallas Texans, soon to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Both 9 and 4, and they're playing to see who's going to go to the wild card.
where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our
Technically, I mean, the Broncos did lose, so I don't think that division's
to match up to?
been clinched yet. Oh boy. There's, oh. He makes the catch, gets a big play. Pays for it though. And that will cost the Lions a timeout as well.
We'll step aside and be right back. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Jim Gibbons, the one that was injured.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, it's a screen.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
8 of 10 now. What a comeback. I mean, he started 0 for 1 with 3 sacks. I don't think I've gotten a sack since then, though, and he's completed 8 of 9. But they still can't run the ball, which is nice. Here's the hurry up. First time they've tried this.
Officially, they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw.
And it works.
And he gets it to the
9 of 11 for 100 yards. Gotta stop him here, boys. It's only a 1-score game. These Lions are tough. If I remember who was it? I believe the Lions either beat or gave a really tough game to, maybe they didn't win, but it was like a 7-6 game or something against the Browns, another human control team. And then when I played them last time, barely survived in overtime, and now in their third attempt against a human player, another great game.
The offense lining up 1st and 10.
And one team that might screw things up in the playoffs. And there's a sack. Yeomans has 2 sacks. I think he might have 2.5 actually. 5 sacks in the first half here for the Chicago Bears.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw.
Wow. This time he just runs into Yeomans. It's almost like a future Brett Favre move to Michael Strahan.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten.
So here we go from the 35.
The double team may be in order.
3rd and 23. If they can get another sack, it might knock him out of field goal range.
It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw.
And Yeomans with his 4th sack of the half. And the Lions call timeout with 4 seconds to go to try a Hail Mary.
And now we are ready to resume play. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw that on the final play.
And that never had the chance of being caught. It is intercepted. And the Bears take the 7-0 lead into the locker room. Dang it. Did not want to skip the halftime show, but that's all right. What are you doing? All right, after running in quicksand for a little bit, he finally started moving, got up to the 23. Should we throw a Wildcat in there? I'm guessing the Lions defense is probably too talented for this, but we'll try a wild card. They usually like to throw 1 to 3 in a game. Oh, they do block it. Oh, but then he slows down for no apparent reason. Guess Night Train Lane said something to him. He slowed down. Talk trash back, I guess, or something. I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a huge gain. Night Train Lane yells something. He slows down and then takes a hit from him.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries, so once week 4 hit, really found his groove.
All right. Let's give Gallimore a carry, should we? That doesn't work at all. All right. Here you see, you might think the Redskins are an expansion or a semi-pro team based on their 2-11 record, but they actually were around in 1960. They just suck. And that is another good play by the Lions defense. 3rd and 13. All right, what are we going to do here? Nope, wrong play.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. They'll set up the throw.
And Caceres gets away from Lane, maybe. Fell down afterwards, though, so. Bears punting again.
But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 13. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Now again, this is the last game of Week 15. Depending how...
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted. Now the offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll drop the throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm having such a problem here. Hopefully, I can't tell when the mic's not working. The light stopped flashing, so I don't think we'll actually lose the game, but apparently you're only going to be able to hear half of what I'm saying. There's the 5th sack for Yeomans. 9 sacks on the day for the Bears. Well, the Bears, as they have most of the year, are going to have to win this game with their defense. Another pretty good return. If they can get their special teams working, that'd be a nice combination. Special teams and defense. Get used to that as you watch the Bears throughout Sack to the Future, because this is only season 1, 1960. The Bears, of course, have had many great defenses, led, of course, by the '85 team. Not exactly an offensive juggernaut in most years. There's a completion inside the 25. Round 4 of 7, 50 yards.
Given 17 yards that time, is that a move the chains?
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And they'll give it here to his running back.
Sayers with a couple more yards, 13 carries, 60 yards.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Rushing yards, 56 for the Bears, 9 for the Detroit Lions. It's completion underneath. Schmidt, we're waiting for him, another tackle.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that, and he's dropped down the spot, that's a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears Lions will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game is to be in the second half no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Botcher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. You may need a massage from your trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Lions on third down. They've converted a
38 seconds left in the third.
This is 3rd and 10.
You know what we could use is a sack. Not this time. But he was going for the ref. The ref decided not to play for the Lions. 10 minutes. Almost 10 minutes.
Grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
By far the best punt of the afternoon.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's trying to do it for a second time. And of course, with that,
There's a block. Oh, what is happening? He does some good moves, breaks some tackles, but then forgets where he's at on the field or something. I don't understand when you make moves, other than the juke move, any other move you make, you're basically penalized for, as the runner just loses all control of himself.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Okay, 1 quarter to go, 14-0. Total yards, only 132 for the Bears. But their defense has been so good that has been enough. Did he hold on to it? He held on to it. That's the best play of the game so far. He got past Night Train, but then the safety came over. Brown tries to squeeze in. He has to go up for it. Takes a hit, but does hold on to the ball. Not sure who was injured on the play. It wasn't any of the 3 in the collision, though. 16 carries, 77 yards for Caceres. Yeoman-like effort today. Oh, okay. Achilles sprain.
think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Where they describe the scenario, Tell you what they're looking for.
Rather not lose a bunch of players before the playoffs.
Yet at the same time, not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
There's a completion to Gallimore.
And he'll take it down shy of 45.
Brown now up to 7 for 10.
7 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And again this time to the tailback. Able to slither by.
And there's Caceres picking up the first down. He's up to 87 on the day.
46. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues during the season in order to
Caceres.
the ball at this rate.
I guess when you run the Wildcat, you do have to push the button like 3 times.
And that'll set
Well, sometimes when you try special plays, they just don't do it right. Which is understandable, I guess. Caceres slips past the first tackle, but only gets a yard, maybe nothing on the play.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Caceres made the move on LeBeau, but he did not go away. He stayed there and made the tackle.
Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today.
3rd and 5.
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call one of his favorite.
It's caught, but I think he's short of the first. Yep, 4th and inches.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not.
Well, here you go. You got to get ready for the playoffs. Sometimes you're going to need to just challenge your team in the playoffs. So let's start it here in week 15. And Caceres answers the challenge. 20 carries, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Ends up being a pretty decent game for him.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. In these situations, these scenarios.
Caceres finds his way up the middle for another 7 or 8 yards. The Lions 7th ranked defense against the rush, but Caceres has over 100 here today. Caceres definitely has been the workhorse. I don't believe I've even handed off to Morris once. Some games are like that, other games I do try to get both backs involved.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
There's Caceres catching the ball out of the backfield. Doing it all today. First and goal from the 8. There's a hit by Schmidt. Caceres hangs onto the ball. 2nd and goal. Lions down to 1 timeout. Bears do lead by 2 scores, so it looks like they are going to remain undefeated unless something disastrous happens. Gallimore breaks a tackle. Can he get in? He's still on his feet. He apparently started climbing up someone's back, but the Lions are there to bring him down. 3rd and goal coming up. Okay, let's see. How should we attack him here?
This offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
And Caceres will find the hole and the end zone That's the second touchdown for him on the day, and rightfully deserved. The end score is going to make it look like the Bears blew away the Lions, and their defense did, but it was a close game. I'll take it. Now the only question is, will the Bears hold on for another shutout? I believe they have at least 4. They might have more than 4 shutouts on the year so far. It would be nice to get another one.
To kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
97 seconds away. Let's see if we can do it. Should see all-out passing, but you never know.
As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they will be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few
Completion underneath. To hurry up. Another underneath completion, or did he drop it? Oh, he caught it. 2nd and 5. Clock's moving. Diving catch. Well, if they really want to destroy the shutout, they are almost in field goal range already. Hopefully they go for the touchdown, though. Oh, it's not going to matter as Merle, well, it depends who the penalty's on, but Merle just lobs one up in the air and it's picked off. See about the penalty. And that'll do it. Why can't? All right, Brown will come out. Thank you, Vinny. It looks like the Bears will go undefeated victory formation here. And the big game is set up next week when they will host the Cleveland Browns. Now, of course, the Bears with this win also clinch home field throughout the playoffs. So we'll have to see how much going undefeated means to them, as the Browns are a very good team that will be coming in, and if they don't have the hunger, that could be a game that they drop. But it's 21-0 here today. Much easier. I mean, it was still a tough game, tougher than the score indicates, but a much easier game than when these guys played in Soldier Field. So hopefully that means the Bears are clicking going into the playoffs. Now this is the last game of the week, so I'm going to actually keep it here for a minute. We will go through a couple standings, hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and click on ready to advance, and we'll see if it nope, we'll see if it advances, or if perhaps somebody, most likely me with my other team, forgot to hit ready advance. Okay, let's see. Ready to advance. Does that not go automatically then? Ready. Oh, the Browns. But the Browns have played. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and force it here. So that is the end of Week 15. 2 games away from the playoffs. There you see the Cleveland Browns are coming to town, 11-3. It's the 14-0 Bears. That's going to be the best game of the year, I have a feeling, from the Bears' schedule. I mean, not the best game of the entire league, although it could be. Let's take a look at some standings here. All right. 2 weeks from the playoffs. Let's see what we know. We have the Bears. No, let's not do that. Let's go AFC first. We have currently the Titans are the #1 seed. They haven't clinched it yet, but it looks like they're going to get home field. The Broncos are, well, they haven't clinched the division yet, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and get in as the AFC West champs. Only a 1-game lead on the Browns as well for a bye, though, so work to be done by the Broncos if they're going to get their bye. The 3 seed, the Colts are a wild card, so the 3 seed is the Browns right now at 11-3. And then currently there's a tie here between the Jets and the Bills, or the Titans and the Bills. They have the Titans ahead, so I'm not sure if that indicates that they would win the tiebreaker, but that's what they have it right now. As the 4 seed is the Titans, then the 5 seed would be the Colts, and the 6 seed right now is the Chargers, because the Chargers did beat the Texans, so the Texans need some help. The Titans and Bills, that will be decided over the last 2 weeks. The Steelers are done. Everyone else is done. NFC. Bears have home field throughout the playoffs. The Giants have not clinched it yet, but at 11-3, they appear to be the 2 seed, as these are both wildcard teams, Packers and Lions. The 3 seed is your 49ers at 9-5, and the 4 seed, as we were talking about in the game, the semi-pro division leading Saints are the 4 seed, 6-8. And then wild card right now, the 5 seed is the Packers. The Lions dropped to the 6th seed with that loss, but they're both 10-4. And if you take a look at this, the Eagles and the Cowboys are both 9-5. I know the Cowboys have beaten the Packers head-to-head. The Eagles, of course, were the real-life champs of 1960, so lots of competition here in the NFC. With 2 weeks to go, it'll be very exciting. Take a look and see if there's any divisional races. Absolutely not there. Browns 11-3. The Titans have clinched it already. Colts, though, are on a roll. I believe they won at least 8 in a row. There it is. This also shows the Titans as the winner. So right now, it's the Titans that get in, but they have been ice cold, and the Bills haven't been red hot or anything, but they've been able to catch the floundering Titans. And we'll see what happens the last 2 weeks. It's going to be exciting. In the West, the Broncos have not put the Chargers away yet, and the Chiefs are technically not eliminated. NFC, Bears have it. Packers and Lions both looking for wild cards. Yep, the Saints have already wrapped that up. The Falcons have 3 wins, but also 3 ties. 3-8-3. Amazing. Giants have that for the most part. I believe the Eagles and Cowboys may need to play each other, so that will knock one of them out. And then the Redskins are pathetic. And the Niners only a 1-game lead now on the Cardinals, so that is actually back in contention. Yep, it's very true. The champions of 1960 are supposed to be these Eagles here, currently in 2nd place in the division, 9-5, but behind both the Packers and the Lions. So that, take a look at the schedule here just so you know what's coming up, and then I will sign off for the day. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. We will just look here. So the Bills have the Patriots. The Colts are going to continue their winning streak, most likely against a semi-pro team. There's the big user game, Browns and Bears. The Broncos have the Redskins, so they should be able to clinch their division there, hopefully. The Cardinals still hang on to the playoffs, so that's going to be a tough game. The Cowboys, meanwhile, get a semi-pro team. And then the Rams are playing the Oilers. See if the NFL has any answers for the AFL's best team, Oilers. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Tune in over the next few days, hopefully, possibly few weeks, as I know I've certainly been busy lately. But we will try to get in Week 16 within the next week or so. Until then, thanks for watching. Have a good night.